All right, guys, it is Miktabek Orblai fight week. Kyrgyzstani Genghis Khan is back, and this is a pretty lackluster card. I actually don't even have picks for like half the fights because that's how like kind of bad they are. They're not really worth putting any picks on, to be honest. This card is just an Apex card with two title fights glued onto it, to be honest. Um, and so our first fight, Miktabek Orblai versus Jeremiah Wallace. This is gonna end pretty badly for Jeremiah Wallace. Spoiler alert: he's right now, I believe he's 2-2, and he got subbed an Anaconda choke. He lost to Max Griffin. He beat Themba Garimbo, which is intelligent, and which is telling, and it'll come up again. So keep that in mind, Themba Garimbo. But I don't think he stands a chance against Orblai. Like, people were talking about Orblai fighting a Leon Edwards. People were talking about Orblai fighting a ranked opponent, even a fucking Jeff Neal or like a Neil Magny, right? Like that. I mean, even a Michael Venom Page to a certain extent, which I hope they don't make that. I think Venom Page needs to fight like Izzy and go fuck off somewhere. But dude, this is such a mismatch. Like, let's be for real. Like, look, Orblai has a 72% finish rate and a 49% sub rate. He would only have one loss had it not been for the fight against Rebecca, which was a banger, and I think he won it. I won't blame you if you think Rebecca won it. It was really, really brutal, to be honest. Yeah, so that's my take. I think Orblai is gonna end up winning this fight, kind of brutally. And I think he deserves a rank after this, definitely, or at least a ranked opponent. Next is Neil Magny versus Ramiz Brahimaj. I love Neil Magny. I can't really speak on Ramiz Brahimaj. I've watched a few of his fights. I don't think he poses a threat anywhere. Looking at his record, like, he lost to Max Griffin. He lost to Themba Garimbo. Like I said, that would come up. I don't think he poses a threat anywhere. Not on the feet. I think he gets tagged up. And eventually, I guess he could get a takedown. And when he eventually does, though, I think he's in more danger on the ground of getting submitted than anything. So give me Neil Magny by either submission or decision, maybe even a late KO. This guy's been beaten in every way. Vicente Luque versus Tresean Gore. Listen, Vicente Luque, I wish you got the Nick Diaz fight. I like you, man. You're a cool dude. I like your Anaconda chokes. I like your front headlock stuff. And he's just been in the UFC for so long, right? Tresean Gore, I think he's going to be too athletic. He's going to be too big for him. I think Vicente Luque is going to BSD himself again, same way he did against Kevin Holland. He's going to get Anaconda choked or some shit like that. Like, he's going to get put on a front headlock and finished, or he's going to get KO'd late. Frankly, I think it might be time to retire. I'm sorry, Vicente. He's only 34, but he's been in the UFC for so long. He's taken so much damage. It's time to retire, man. Next, don't get me started on Charles Johnson. Chapolin, he's a fascinating guy. He's a prospect. I'm pretty sure this is his first UFC fight, but Johnson used to have that aura where he was like, oh, he can beat any undefeated fighter or undefeated prospect. But really, if you think about it, him beating these prospects is just him being shitty. It's him being a shit fighter. It's him showing up, getting his ass kicked, dumb, thinking he's pathetic, and then barely clipping them. Which, he does have power for a flyweight, kind of. He has late game power, right? But ever since the Sulaev stretch incident, where he got cup checked by the dude's toes, he got brutalized by a really, really good prospect. He's lost the aura of defeating all undefeated prospects. Never pick Charles Johnson. He's never someone you actually want to pick. I think Johnson loses this fight by however our boy Chapolin wants. Decision, submission, or knockout. All right. Dern versus Robertson. I like Robertson. She's a really amazing underdog pick most of the time. She'll get you good money against non-Mackenzie Dern's, frankly. She can't strike. We know this. She has really good jiu-jitsu and grappling, but frankly, I don't think Dern's going to try and take her down. I don't think she's going to get put on her back, really. And if she tries to take Dern down, I don't think she's physically not going to be able to. I think Dern's way too physical. She's too big. She's too gritty. She's also like BSD in a way, where she's just a blockhead. She's like a Diego Lopez almost, where she just kind of stands there with her chin like a blockhead. But I don't think Robertson is a good enough striker to take advantage of that. I'd want her to win. She's Canadian, right? You got to show the support. She really likes the color red. I remember one time they didn't let her wear red, and she just got really angry. Um, Sorry, Robertson. You're a really cool person, and you've made a lot of people a lot of money because you're a really good underdog pick. But today, I think I'm going to go with Dern. And the final fight on the card I think we all only really care about, except the Orblai and maybe the Dern fight, is Islam Makhachev versus Ian Gary. And the question is, can he get the takedown? Now, this GIF you're seeing on the screen is pretty telling. People say Ian Gary is too big or too tall, specifically. He's too long in terms of the clinch. He's going to be in too much danger, but Islam has fought taller opponents before. He doesn't just bully small featherweights. Like, people live to push the narrative that, like, obviously, let's be so for real. Poirier and Oliveira, they're natural lightweights. They're not supposed to be at featherweight. They're not featherweights. Stop calling them featherweights. Islam did beat really great lightweights. He beat the second greatest lightweight of all time. He took him down even though he was taller. In the clinch, too. Normally, when you're trying to take down taller fighters, it's smarter to shoot your doubles, shoot your singles. I talked about this in the last video. Frankly, let's be for real. I think Islam does get the takedown. If he doesn't, he's strong enough to just body lock and pick him up and just control him around in the clinch. Same way Shavkat did. Hold him against the fence if he has to. Like, frankly, I think Ian Gary's a point fighter. Like, let's be fair. The gift's not working, but it's him letting Magny get back up. But truthfully, Ian Gary is a point fighter. He's not a finisher. He finished D-Rod, yeah, right? Sure, he finished the other, the Asian gentleman who rocked him first. He came back and finished him. But frankly, Ian Gary's not a finisher. He said he was going to knock out Protez. He beat him by decision, but he got gassed in the fifth somehow. Like, I don't know how you're getting gassed against a chain smoker. He got brutalized kind of badly by I wouldn't say brutalized. That's a fucking stretch. But he did get battered in the last round. The fight against Bilal was kind of telling. It was pretty close, and Bilal's just a shittier Islam. Like, let's be real. Frankly, I don't think there's much Gary can really do. Like, there's no way you can out-game plan a dude with Khabib Nurmagomedov in his corner. Islam will have watched every single bit of Ian Gary's footage, every single bit of his training footage, because he loves to post it. He was getting taken down by Alexei Pregande, too, and he was being a bitch about it. Like, frankly, that was years ago. I don't think it really shows his takedown ability, but if he gets caught like that against Islam, that's gonna be the fight. I think Ian Gary has an ego. Like, the reason JDM didn't get subbed was because Ian Gary has, because he doesn't have the ego, and he knew if he tried to scramble, he'd get subbed by Islam. But Ian Gary has an ego. If he gets taken down, he's going to try to scramble his way back up. He's not going to want to accept it. And that's where he's going to get caught, unfortunately. Like, again, his cardio is so overrated. Look, he gassed out against Protez in the fifth round. He had to crawl away. He got gassed and clipped, right? If Protez had a bit more energy, he would have finished him here. And this would be a completely different fight. This would be CB versus Islam, right? Like, frankly, I think Makhachev has a single weakness, and we're about to talk about it right here. As you can see, when they throw the leg kick, look at him step back. He steps back, which is good, don't get me wrong, but I think he's getting a little bit of blockhead syndrome, frankly. Frankly, I think every time he steps back like that, his chin is going to stay on the center line, and this is the only chance Ian has. Ian loves his calf kicks, and he loves his oblique kicks. He's going to throw them a lot. You can fully expect, especially the oblique kick, because that's going to be, if Islam's leg is fully extended and he's stepping forward, because, wrestlers, they got to go forward, right? Your wrestling is 60, 70% worse every time you're going backwards. When Islam steps forward, right, that oblique kick is going to come flying, and so is that calf kick. The same way he was throwing against Bilal. He's throwing like 2 or 3 in tandem. And if Islam continues to step back against a guy with crazy reach, like Gary, who's not like Dober, Poirier, or Volk, with a guy like crazy reach like Gary, he might be able to tag him, but I don't think he has the power, frankly, to finish him. And I think this is where Islam is going to win here. I think if Islam is able to get a hold of his long, lanky-ass legs in one of those oblique kicks, in one of those calf kicks, and he takes him down, he will secure the round for himself. And a lot of people like to underrate Islam's wrestling in terms of his singles and doubles. They say that his clinch wrestling, his Greco wrestling, his judo even is a lot better, significantly better. And I agree that is his best form of wrestling. He'd be a Greco wrestler if anything. He has good doubles. He had good singles. Let's be so for real. Like, come on, man. We all know he does. Like, we know. I think what's gonna happen is Gary's gonna get clinched up. He's gonna defend the clinch takedowns, which he's a taller man. He should be able to. Islam's not gonna be able to get to the tie clinch, where he's the best at. I think what's gonna happen is he's going to stand at range. He's gonna miss time one oblique kick. Islam's gonna grab it and just dash in. And when Ian tries to scramble, he's going to get taken down. He's going to try to scramble again. His long ass neck is going to get caught in a Dars. His long ass arm is going to get caught in a Kimura. He's going to get finished. I think this is the first time that Ian Gary's going to be finished. I will say that. I believe Islam Makhachev will finish Ian Gary because Ian Gary is not going to accept bottom position the same way JDM did. Because JDM's game plan was, hey, it's okay if I lose the round. I don't want to lose the entire fight, which I think is respectable. JDM was smart there. I think JDM was a lot smarter than Gary is going to be here. That's frankly entirely what I think is going to happen. And that'll do it for the video, folks. We passed the 10-minute mark, so this is going to be a banger. I know it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys have a amazing night, evening, day, wherever you are. Sorry for how late this is in terms of picks. The fights are literally tomorrow. I was supposed to make this video Monday, but I made it now instead. So I hope you enjoyed it. Have an amazing evening, guys. And I will catch you guys in the next one sometime next week. Goodbye.